Welcome back, survivors. Disturbed Z here. And we are back in Timberborn. And we've got a lot of stuff going on, guys. So, unfortunately, my recording software tricked me, and I thought I was recording a video. Went through like an hour or so gameplay, got it all condensed down, went to get it ready for my editor, and the file just wasn't there for some reason. It like ghost recorded, and yeah, I don't actually have a copy of what we did. So I had two choices. I could have either went to a backup saved game further back and continued and tried to recreate every single thing that I did up until this point and remake the video, or we could just push on forward, continue with what we got, and I'll try to discuss as many of the things that I did, and we'll just progress from there. So I think that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to keep on going. So, first things first, over here in this district, so we do got this sealed off. I'm pumping the water down. I put 2 pumps in over here. We are still like a block and a half high, so these pumps need to keep running. I don't need that there. We went through an entire dry season, an entire wet season, and here we are about to go into another drought. Let me see, what else do we got going? We had a water shortage over here. Our barrels were actually almost empty, and I ended up putting in 2 extra pumps over here on the outside to help sustain our water levels. And I figured once we get these 2 pumps pulled out, I'll probably put 2 more pumps in over here. In fact, what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to get space for 2 more of these pumps situated really quick here. Let's see, that's 2. We need 1 right there, and then we need that right there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let them get the platforms in place, but yeah, we're gonna need to stay on top of that. Our population finally dropped enough that we were actually coming up with vacancies over in the platform district and in the main district, so I had to turn on my breeding pods again. And as you can see, we still have 2 vacancies over here, so we're still waiting on the beaver pods to kick back in and get the number of beavers that we have made back up, which they are doing their thing. They're getting there. We have extended both this direction and this direction on our levee wall, so we're that much closer to having this section walled off. And I think once we do have that walled off, like I said before, we're going to move all of these pumps out of the channel and let them do their little pump action thing. Or there's also the chance, and I didn't really do this, but I could also do like we did over here, and I could wall this off and leave like a small channel right here, put like a couple floodgates in, leave a little channel, that way the water could flow in and fill under this, and we could leave that. So those are the 2 options, and I know I've asked this before, but that is, those are the 2 options. I don't know which one would be best, just to move everything or to, do that. Because, I mean, if we do move everything, then we have platforms that we can put other stuff on, other buildings, other storages, housing, leisure stuff. We could put all kinds of different stuff over there. So that is an option if I decide to wall that off and then just leave this little section, it'd just be like a section like right here that would be open for farmland and stuff. So I could do either or of those. It doesn't really matter to me which one we do. And over here, okay, so here's the big thing that we worked on. We put in a new district. I don't know if it's going to remain a temporary district or if it's going to be removed, but I can't build the wall any further. The levees, I can't get it over here to this wall. So we're going to have a temporary district to work on it. So right now we've got we've got a storehouse, we've got a log pile, we've got a couple row houses, couple pumps, nothing too big. We got a drop off point that has carrots, logs, and planks on it. So it's good to go. It's ready to start receiving beavers. And then once we get those beavers over here, we can start building the rest of this guy. I might also put in a lumberjack and have, I think because we already got a path right here. Well, I'd have to fill in that. Okay, you know what? I can fill that in. That's not a big deal. We will fill that in right here just so that we can have a path that goes around. And comes down over here. Because, I would like to get all these trees and I'd like to get those kind of worked out of the system here. Now, if I do that, and let's say, let me pause this here because I don't want them building stuff without being ready for it. But if I do that and I put this, ooh, that's it? Ew. I don't like that at all. Okay, so that's a negative on that one. Let's not do that. Let's get rid of this. And trying to think if it would be better to... It might be better to redo this guy and have it come straight down. I think that'd be the better idea. Okay, so... Come on, let me... No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to select... Yes, select the path, please. Get rid of the path. So if we come over here, that comes down 1. That comes down 2. That comes down to there. This guy comes down to here. And if we put in... No, I couldn't do that right there. Okay, hang on. I would have to... that's so much extra doing it like that, though. Hold on, let me just see. If we do that, and I were to put a guy right here, how much could he actually cut? He could cut a bit more. I still don't like that, though. That is, that's like a whole lot of wood right there just to get a handful of trees back. You know what? Just do this. Okay, so we'll do that, and then let me see. How could we do this? So we could take... I could bring it from over here. That would be right there. Actually, you know what? do this. Leave that one out for right now. So if I did that, and we added in a lumberjack over here, that would give me, I think that would give me a lot greater area, I think. All right, let's try it like that. Oh, actually, I didn't have that there. I wonder if that changes it. Hang on. Not having that path there might have affected it. I don't think it really did. Okay, so anyway, put that there. We're going to have them build that down right here, and we'll circle around. We'll get all these trees cut out. I know this is going to take quite a bit of logs here, but I think we can build up over it. Once the trees are gone, we can build over the top of this, and most of this structure won't be wasted. It'll just be underneath whatever we build over here, which will be fine. So I don't think we'll have any issues with that right there. So I think that will be good. Okay, so let's go ahead and speed that up. We'll let them start working on that. So we got that. Oh, another thing I had done was over here, we had removed that staircase that was right here, and I added in a staircase down here. We had to dynamite a couple blocks, but we ended up gaining like 16 blocks of space over here. So I was able to put in 16 new potato plants, which, if I remember correctly, it's 16 times 3 per field, and then it's times 4 when it's cooked. So it's like 120 or so. It's like way past 120. It's, you know, we're at a pretty good amount of extra food just from this one little area where we had a staircase, and since we're doing the new district, we only need one staircase over here. So I think we're okay for right now. I think that will handle everything that we got going. So that should be all right. Okay, so let me see. What else do we got going? So where are we at? So we are still at 2.5 blocks of water. So it is going down ever so slightly, but we're still gonna need. We're gonna need a little bit more time. We're gonna need a little bit more pumping. Finally, though, the top of the aquatic farmhouses is exposed, so that is doing its job. We're going to have all of our stuff going pretty good here, I think. Let's see. How are we doing on wood? We've got 1,700 wood. We got 1,200 wood over here. Excellent. What do we got for wood over here? 149. That's not so great. Over here, we've got 208. Okay, so we need to make sure that we are shipping out as much wood as possible. Let me double check here. We've got logs going to District 5. That's the new platform district. We've got district going there. Okay, so I also need to make sure we have logs going over here to the main district. So let me go ahead and set that up for some logs as well. And we'll let that kind of run for a few minutes. Alright guys, so we'll bring it back once we're into the dry season, and we'll go from there. So give me just a second and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. It is into the drought a little ways. We didn't go real far this time, but we went a little bit ahead. We are about 1.25 blocks above right now, so we're getting there. It's draining. The problem that we ran into is that we've basically filled up all of our water tanks over here at the moment, and that is causing a little bit of a backlog. So what I think I'm going to do is over here, I think I want to add in a couple of water tanks, and I'm going to put them in sideways over here, just to make sure that we have enough. Go ahead and do that. And like always, it's going to be, resource intensive, but we're going to get those down. Let me see here. Get a couple of these large water tanks. Flip that bad boy. Flip that bad boy. And then we are going to run those down here like so. And I think just because we always do this, we're going to put a couple platforms over there. And we are going to grab a couple of roofs. We haven't done this in a while, but we're going to go ahead and make sure we continue our roof bonus and get some of that put in. So, that should work. That should help. Once those are built, the water over here they should get that drained in no time. So, they should. I mean, yes, it is a little bit of a walk, but, it is a thing. As the beavers drink, other beavers will do things. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be good. And if I need to, I could always disable these two pumps. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that for right now. Let me pause these two pumps, because we've got plenty of water. So I'm going to pause those two. That way these over here pump a little bit more. And let me see. Where are we at over here? We are on the last two rows of this. So we've got, how many logs over here? We only got 90. Alright, so let's let them finish that out, and then we'll readdress where they are here in just a minute. Check on the platform district. So we are built, correct? Yes, we are built. They are good. We've got a cut order. Yes, we do. So the only thing we need to do now is send over a population. Which, let's see, we've got 12 unemployed here. How is this district doing? We've got 2 here, and we've got 3 here. Okay, so we're going to pull from the main district on this one. Let's go ahead and migrate. I'm going to migrate 10 people over there for right now. 10 people should be enough that we get the 4 here. That'd be 5, 6. That'll be 7 plus an extra 3. Yeah, that should work. There we go. We've got pumpers. We've got builders. Let me see. Make sure we've got 4 builders there. That way they can haul stuff. We have extra beavers that are doing some hauling. They're unloading this guy right now. That's awesome. So yes, they will have food. They will have water. And then they should start hacking at the log. Yeah, they're already on the logs down here. So great. So we'll get that cleared out. They'll get some extra logs going over here. And let me go ahead and make their paths a little bit longer down here to this. And we shall put in some levees. Do we want to put in levees, or do I want to put in a builder first? I kind of want to put in, well, it really doesn't matter. There's not a whole lot of beavers over here anyway. So not a lot of beavers, not a lot of logs. Let's just work on the little bit that we can. And we'll just progress this 3 on each side. Just like so. Oh, I know one thing I need to do. I need to, let's see, who has my dynamite again? Is it this district? It is this district. Give me, you got 4 people, you've got 3. Yeah, give me this one. And let me come down in here and let me add in some explosives. I don't need a whole lot of explosives, but we do need, a handful. Because like I said, I am going to blow a hole in the wall after we get this connected. So that way we can pump water out. But I am going to put a set of floodgates in so that I can control the water going in and out. I don't want to just drain the entire thing right now, so I do want it to be controlled. Or I could drain it ever so slightly. I could always put it like, blow up like that top block and then put in like a dam up here, and then it would constantly drain half a deal. But then again, that wouldn't do us much good. Well, not no, because we need it to maintain its height. I was gonna say if we blasted it down further, but no, that might be the better way to go, is just put it in there just replace it with a dam so that we have a constant flow. That wouldn't drain too much. That only drained half a block of water before we got it sealed, but we won't break that open just yet. I want to make sure we get a sealed system, or at least a partially sealed system. All right. Well, they are getting things done, that is for sure. They're almost at that top block. You know what? Let's just let them surprise me. Let's make it go a little bit further. We'll add another 2 in there. I know it doesn't really matter. We're going to get it eventually, so... Step by step. Alright. We'll let that run. They are on the last one over here. How we doing on wood? We are down to 93. Okay, so that's not too bad. They'll get that knocked out here in just a moment. These guys are up to 1,200. Man, they are killing it with wood. They got a lot. Alright, how are we doing on the height? Have we got it down yet? So we're 1 block high still. Okay, so we still got a little bit more pumping to do before we get all that done. But that's okay, because we are almost there. In fact, I'm going to come in here, and I don't think we need this road at all. So get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to come back in here, and I know it's probably too early for me to ask, but... should we do nothing but Spatterdock, or should I do half Spatterdock, half cattails? Because we do have all the grist mills, and I could turn part of the grist mills into processing cattails, and that would alleviate a little bit on the wheat. That would let us get a little bit more there, of course, and again, that would also reduce the number of wheat flour, and I don't know if that would mess with stuff or not. I'm trying to find a balance here. Trying to find a balance, and I just don't know if we're going to get that balance or not. We might, but then again, we might not. So, one of those deals. Anyway, y'all let me know if you want to see a full thing or, you know, partial. We still got to get over here and get these trees cut out, so as soon as that lumberjack is free, he'll get over there and start knocking that out. But, yeah, we're less than a block now, so we are looking good. We've got 13,000 food, so our food has made a comeback, so that is good. Overall, we've got a decent amount of berries. We've got a ton of bread. We've got a little bit of carrots. We've got a tiny bit of grilled chestnuts. We've got a decent bit of grilled potatoes. The grilled Spatterdock could use more. And maple pastries for sure. And then what do we got here? This is sunflower seeds. So yeah, we got that. We do have we got a big surplus of potatoes. So if I want to fire up more grills, but y'all know what that means. The more grills we get, the more wood we burn. And we're already burning a little bit. How much? Hold on, let me see. Where is one of my potato grills? Trying to remember where I put them. Are you a potato grill? You're a Spatterdock grill. Where is potato grill? You are a potato grill. So Well, it takes zero point 0.1 logs, so that's not bad. It doesn't even take a whole log. What about the spatter dock? 0.1, same thing? Okay. So yeah, those don't take a whole lot versus, I think the bakeries take more. Where is one of our bakeries at? Bakeries are over here. No, bakeries are 0.1 as well. So it must be just the generators that are pulling all of our wood here. Generators are running. It's not telling me how much. Yeah, it's not telling me how much an hour. Well, I've got 22. So roughly a log an hour is what it's running for. Okay, so that's interesting. Very, very interesting. I can't wait till we get the batteries. I think once we get the batteries, we'll be able to run like the generators so sparingly that it won't even be funny. It'll be just like an awesome little thing. But that also depends on how expensive the generator is, how much energy do they store. You know, do they store enough energy to last a day? Do they store enough energy to last 2 days? You know, I think that's going to be the big deal, is how much extra energy do they store, and, you know, what's the total combination? Because honestly, if it's bigger than a 3x3 and it can't store like 3 or 4 days worth of energy and be stackable, I really don't want it. I have this feeling, though, they're not going to be stackable. So I do think that's going to be a thing, and I do think I'm going to end up having to build 3 or 4 of them per district just to power it during like the dry season. But, you know, if we do that, that might be enough to offset getting rid of a generator. And if we can do that and run back off of just water power or on beaver power, that would be awesome as well. All right, this guy over here is saying he is out of stuff to do. He is out of stuff to do. So if I extend your path, will that help you out any? That did not. Okay, well, that's kind of unfortunate that it's not going to allow me to get any more of those. So that's, once again, that's another one of those. We're going to have to scoot down, build another thing over here, and send them down if we want to get this last handful of trees. Let's see, that's pine, more pine, a birch. You know, with it being just pine, that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. That's only 16 logs right there. So I really don't see a reason to come back in and spend, you know, 100, 200 logs just to go gather up a handful. I think if those get in the way, we can just send the build crew down to destroy them and knock them out. I think that'd probably be the best thing right there. So, but anyway, guys, I do think that is probably going to be it for today's video. We got a little bit done. I do apologize for the other video disappearing and, you know, being this far ahead. I know y'all like to see it step by step, so, but unfortunately stuff happens, and that was one of those things. So, but here we are. This is what we got. We've got our new district. They're starting to build that levee wall, that power canal wall. They're trying to get that built over there. We're trying to get the other two to connect. Well, at least form another reclamation zone. The outer wall, we're still way off on that outer wall. That's going to take quite a few days to get that one done. But, you know, we are one step closer. We're getting our other reclamation area done. We're going to get our spatter dock and maybe cattails, depending on what y'all tell me we'll go with. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. I do hope everyone has enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It is an awesome way for you to show your support to me, to the channel, to the video, and to the game itself. And as always, feel free to share the video on any social media you're using. And guys, just like to stop, take a moment, and thank each and every one of y'all for all of your wonderful, awesome support, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers, and all the videos shared. It is awesome, and I do appreciate it. And with that being said, until next time, survivors, keep on surviving.